Alright, Osage orange on the roadside. I'm going to pick them up, or at least I pick them up after they fall off the tree. I'm just going to fill a little bag here and take them home. Busy road. I don't like the noise, so I'll probably do most of my filming off the road. This is the tree. It's getting up close a little bit. You can see animals have been eating these for the seeds. This is this is pulp from Osage oranges that I honestly a little bit forgot about and neglected in this wheelbarrow all winter. They sat in this wheelbarrow all winter. Now they're nice and fermented, and you know, you can see the consistency. And yeah, I don't know, we'll spread this. I think you can see the seeds in there actually, you know, see them on there. So yeah, I think there's some viable seeds in here hopefully, and I'll spread this out in a little nursery bed and we'll hopefully get some seedling trees. So I finally made it down to where I'm going to be planting stuff this spring. It's April now, 2022. And I remember back in the fall, I recorded some short clips of me gathering like Osage orange trees, or Osage orange seeds and fruits. And some of the seeds or fruits I tried to process and store the bits, like the seeds and whatnot, in this with holes drilled in it, and I buried this in my yard back in PA. I'm down in North Carolina now. And well, they basically all started germinating before I was able to get down here and plant them. So you can see, you know, I already got taproots coming out and cotyledons coming out, first little leaves. So I don't know if these guys are going to make it, because I'm not sure how much energy they have left in the seed to push that root into the dirt. And I guess I could have dug a hole and buried them in the dirt, but I had so many of them, I just spread them all out here. I'm going to mulch them and water them and see what happens. Then the other, I kind of forgot about this. I left a bunch of the fruits sitting in my wheelbarrow all winter. Forgot about them. Mushed them up, put them in here just to get them out of the wheelbarrow, put them in the shed, kind of forgot about that. So then I'm going to spread this stuff, this paste, because you can see there's seeds in it. Pretty slick. Anyway, we'll see how this works and how sticky my fingers get. So these, as you can see, haven't germinated yet. You can see there's a lot of seeds in here still. And it's about, you know, it's pretty thick. Maybe like half an inch or so. And my hands are nice and dirty. But oh, look. So anyway, I'm gonna go wipe my hands off on something, and then I'll spread some mulch over this and water this, and we'll see which half of this little you know, bed comes up better. All right, so I kind of forget where I planted what. I didn't really mark it very well, which is, you know, kind of garden chaotically. It just is what it is. But I believe that this is where I planted the Osage orange trees. So I think they're popping up. You can see tons of these little guys. And yeah, so I'm really excited about that. I don't remember if I filmed this or not, so maybe you saw this recently, maybe you didn't see this, but I did plant a bunch of beech nuts. And they had already sprouted, and I was worried. They had like long, you know, tap roots like a couple inches long. And I was a little bit worried about putting them in here, but you can see by what I'm pointing at, those are little baby beech trees. So some of them at least are coming up, and hopefully more will continue to come up. Actually, you can see this is what the cotyledons look like on them, the first baby leaves. So like here's one that came up, and then they grow these, you know, leaves. So, oh, also, I planted a few black walnuts in here, and they're coming up. You can see them coming up. And I don't even know what, this is some sort of locust. I planted a bunch of locust seedlings, or seeds. They are now becoming seedlings. I think they're really pretty. And here's some more of those. So the trees are sprouting up. Also, I forget if I talked about this or not yet, but I did harvest a bunch of white oak acorns last fall. White oak sprout in the fall. So I put them in this little box with mesh screen on the bottom of it. Let me try to step back here. Little air prune box. And I just had them in my garage. I think I watered them like twice throughout the winter. They don't really need much water because they're just inside. And you can see right here, that's the first one that's sprouting. So I got to decide if I'm going to put a cage around this or not to protect them from rodents and things, because I'm going to have to pick this mesh up so that the trees don't get stuck and tangled in it. But in my experience, lots of critters like to eat the baby oak trees, and a lot of the times, sometimes they'll just snap off the tree, like the little twig, and eat that. But a lot of the times they'll go digging for the acorn and try to eat the acorn. And then the tree can't even re-sprout from the roots because they've just made such a mess. So probably I gotta build a cage for that. I have some more hardware cloth, so I'll probably just screw some hardware cloth around that. Yeah, that's a project I gotta do. But I'm excited that they're sprouting. It's really, really encouraging and exciting.